Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. All right. Who remembers what I said on Monday? Got part of it right. Didn't get the rally into FOMC, but the reaction. Guess what? Guess what? I mean, whew. Good morning, Jason, Ed, Maurizio, Larry, Alan, Jaquise, Valerie, Jeffrey. Oh wait, that's me. David, Everett, Brian, Craig, Infinity, Francois, Arturo. Good morning, everybody. Man, what a day. If you want to chat with me like these fine folks right here, click the green little overlay, that little button, be a subscriber to the channel. It opens up the chat while I am live streaming. Now, after I'm done live streaming, if you're watching the replay, you'll have to leave a comment down below. All right. I'll do my best to get back to you. And if you want to come chat with me live, I've got Discord. For those that believe in what I'm doing, it's like $5 to get in there. Link is in the description. You just expand the description down below this my pretty face here, or my ugly face, however you want to look at it. And depends on if you're the boss or not, I guess. She tells me I'm so pretty. I'm just kidding. Anyway, morning, Arturo, Pat, Harry, Chris. Good to see you as always. Sergio, Michael, Cliff, Hawk, Jan. Good morning, everybody. So, I mean, who was doubting me? Raise your hand. Who was doubting the direction was down? I mean, it became a little unclear yesterday before the FOMC happened. I was like, but if we rewind to Monday, it was clear. It just didn't do what I expected it to do into that meeting, but we're pushing well below 4,200, which was the line in the sand. I mean, 4,400, excuse me, 4,400. Closed right at 4402.20 yesterday. I found that a little comical because I was looking for the break below 4,400. And right here, I was looking for that break below 4,400. That's the 786 to indicate that we were going to go on an extension lower. In the pre-market here, we're pushing on lower. Futures down about 35-ish as of 20 minutes ago. And looks like we're going on down. Down. All right, let's go ahead and do this, though. All trading involves a substantial risk of loss. Let's be honest here. This is a risky game, all right? Past performance, not necessarily indicative of future results. This presentation here intended to be informational, educational, and fun. Hope you have a little bit of entertainment while we're doing this. Otherwise, I'm not doing my job as good. And then it's not a recommendation to buy or sell anything, financial instrument or otherwise. And if you desire that personal financial advice, you need to hire and consult a financial advisor that has a fiduciary duty to give you advice based on your situation. Now, looking at the calendar, yesterday's FOMC, nothing. No rate change. Maybe expect another rate raise before the end of December, maybe. Maybe some cuts next year, maybe not. They just got kind of wishy-washy on the whole situation. The market doesn't like uncertainty, and that's why I think we're selling off. Maybe not. It was already on the chart that we're probably gonna go down. Today, we're seeing that unemployment claims coming in lower. I think it's all cooked. They'll probably revise that higher in the coming weeks. And they want everybody to think it's great. For whatever reason, instead of just telling us the frickin' truth, I mean, we can handle the truth. The lying is just out of control. Lying and cooking numbers. You can't believe any of the numbers anymore. So you got to be careful out there. Price patterns and volume. That's the only truth in the market. Now, what am I doing with my spare time? Right there. That looks pretty nerdy. Yeah, it's pretty nerdy. Building a transformer model. That's so ChatGPT is a transformer model. I am working on building a transformer model that maybe could read price charts. So if it can do language, why not price charts? I want to try to teach it the patterns that I see. So that's what I'm working on. And then here's our pattern. This is what we got laid out. This was the high back here in July. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right down into that low. Had a nice 3-wave up, kind of truncated on the move up right there. And then looks like we're going 1, 2, probably come down here around the 3, around 43.40. This is the ES futures, S&P 500 futures. Probably going to bounce. These are ideal targets here. 43.40, 43.80, and then flush on down to 42.90. So that 4,300 comes into play, both on S&P 500 and on futures. All right. So there's our path right now. And we can zigzag on the way down here. This may take in through October, like I've been warning for a while. All right. Right now, that looks like the path. I mean, looks pretty clear. Now, this zone where we bottomed right here, at kind of the first warning, we really need to be back above this 44.96 pivot, this monthly pivot, to indicate we're going on up higher to new highs. Right there. And as long as we remain below this kind of box, then the direction is probably coming on down to that daily roadmap line. All right. You got questions? Go ahead and ask them. Hey, there's Kimberly. Warning everybody. And so there it is. I mean, we don't have a huge long way to go. We could extend on down into the 42.70 area, get a little bit below the roadmap line. I mean, we haven't been down there since all the way back here in March. We were due. All right, we were due. This was a top 5% move up without a pullback. This is a correction to that move. There are penalties to pay in the market for getting a little too excited to the upside. Penalty is a correction back to this area right in here. All right. What happens after 5? Hopefully we find a bottom. We'll probably do some sort of retrace. It depends on if it's impulsive after we make that touch down here. We get down here and we make an impulsive turn. This is a big correction, ABC. If we make a correction, if we make a turn and it becomes impulsive, we get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up and a 3-wave retrace. That's corrective. We hold above whatever low we make here. Then we can start looking higher. Now it may come down here and then retrace very quickly in the initial, then really chop everybody up. We could come down here, do a sharp retrace higher, do a sharp retrace back lower, hold a higher low, and then we could have some volatility in the markets. All right. Yesterday, I was talking about the fact that historically, we usually get some volatility. And volatility is what we got. I can't find my, I popped all those up and I can't find them. There it is. And we talked about it right here. Zoom that back up. That we tend to see volatility spiking into October. This can continue into early October. 20-year average. Looks like that's kind of the path. NASDAQ retrace. S&P retrace. We didn't really get a big higher high. We just got a little bump and then dropping out. All right. There we go. So probably coming down here through the first week or so of October. That's what it looks like we're going to do. All right. What's next? What's moving today? Let's go ahead and talk about that. Market opens about 5 minutes. So S5FI, when we get below 20, we're probably coming on down. Probably going to get near 20. May get below 20. If we get below 20, that's the time to start shopping. The reversal will probably kick off after we're down below 20. And we may pop up and retrace. We tend to see that a lot, where we get these extreme lows and then we pop up, get above 20, then we retrace again. Happens a lot where we extreme lows, pop up, retrace, and then go. So watch for the pop up, the extreme, watch for the extreme move, the pop up, the retrace, and then go. All right. I showed the wave pattern. Like, here's the, this is Elliott wave theory. This is it. Like, this is the path. Probably going to take us down. Has nothing to do with seasonality, everything to do with what has been shaping up on the chart since July. This move down and this move down become equal right there at that red 100%, 42.85, which roughly in line with my ideal prices around 42.90. So we got some confluence hitting right there around 4,300 on the S&P 500 futures. And it kind of spills over into this right here. We can see a push down just below, maybe as low as 42.50, where we consolidated over here. And probably going to take us, the next week, maybe 2 weeks to do this. That's what that's just the high probability thing right now. So the highest probability thing on the chart. Can it take a crooked way to get there? Sure, it can take a crooked way to get there, but that's so NASDAQ probably coming back down here also. That's QQQs. Divide the prices by 41. You're approximately there. Right back down, fill the gap. So what we got? Russell, a bit more bearish. Looking like we're doing the head and shoulders pattern that I mentioned. That 1760 area would be the ideal target. We may push a little lower. We could get to 1272 down to 17. Watch for that move. That's been shaping up on the chart for several days. I think I was first warning about that back here a week ago. There it goes. Probably going to play out now. If you're an OBA member, we look at the pre-market to get some lower time frame data, extended trading hours data. We kind of curled. We've made a bottom and curled up. If we break above these couple highs right here, first indication we may go up. The gap fills right around there. And then we get continuation lower. And that just happens to be at the 5-minute roadmap line right there. So I wouldn't bet on huge recovery, but we could spike up and drop out. Oil. And that may have been all the retrace for now. This was, I actually closed my short UCO despite oil going higher. My put gained money, and on that little bitty retrace yesterday, which appears to be kind of an echo, I went ahead and closed it. And that was a 5-minute right there. On the daily, that appeared to be kind of an echo move of some of these prior swings back here. See that right there? Very close. It wasn't perfect. It just was very reminiscent of prior pullbacks. I was like, I don't want to be short anymore. With something was up with the price of my puts going up. Although, even with this climbing higher, That little flash down yesterday, I was like, I'm off. I'm out. Something's not right. So we may see this explode higher. Oil may explode higher. Be careful on that one. GC, volatility yesterday, right up to the line, hit the resistance, and right back down to the bottom. Exactly what I would expect. Exactly. That was, I mean, it hit there and then giant retrace. Right back down to the bottom, support around 1927. If we get out of this thing, we could go on down significantly. Whoop, moving the wrong thing. Significantly on down here around 1800. Unclear at this point. This is not a predictable clear pattern. We could pop out the top. Oh, excuse me. Could pop out the top. Same size move. It's like A, B, C, D, E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. It depends on where you start the A. Could be A, B, C, D, E. Like these are unclear where they start exactly. So that's why I don't like them. Bitcoin retracing off of the roadmap line. I was concerned when we couldn't push on through. Probably come right back down. At least test the top of the box. If not, push back in. Bummer. I was hoping for a breakout. Couldn't do it. This attempt. And that move on Bitcoin. Standard roadmap line situation. Upside down. Come back. Hit the roadmap line. Extension down. Could be 24,350. Oh, and look. Just happens to be right where I drew those. Sometimes the patterns are on the chart. So right there, if we break on down, Bitcoin can come right down here. Ether, like I've been saying, that was more bearish and may need that final flush. Dollar, continuing its journey to the higher price up here around 108 or higher, whatever. And these are not today's. Refresh the list. SPLK, look at that baby. Kapow! Even in the face of the market being complete trash. Look at that. Right up into resistance from that high. And then we've got this gap down with this high. And then we've got this topping action up here. So there's the next resistance levels going higher on SPLK right there and right up here. That's a beautiful move up in the face of the market going into the toilet, 21%. Pretty dang sweet right there. Would I have expected it? Shoot, no. I probably would have expected to come back to the roadmap line first, but hey, sometimes they just go. So there you go. It's probably going for the gap fill, would be my guess. Is it's going to probably try to work its way right on up here. FTX, another one showing strength in the face of the market being complete garbage. And a breakout higher here. Sets the stage for 277, maybe 285. We did leave a gap right over there. That may prove to be resistance and the target zone. MURF, that's a SPAC. Dangerous as F. Don't mess with SPACs. TTT. Ultra Pro Short Treasury. Popping. Are we going to make a new all-time high on TTT? Doesn't look like we got far to go. UPTD. Up trade. Wow, talk about some Volatility. Whew. Next run. Next run could take us to 39 or 47. Pretty good on UPTD. VLO. Yeah, breaking out. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. That's got that 1272. And next target up 162. On VLO. CVX probably not quite. Yeah. Not as awesome. XOM, not as awesome. So VLO is the oil play that is actually moving. Lots of people like OXY. I mean, Warren Buffett's buying the crap of it. That chart just doesn't look good. So VLO is the one that's strong. Everything else is like, meh. I mean, can't remember my energy. XLU. No. That's utilities. XL. Where is it? I'm sure somebody will tell me in the chat. I can't remember my XL. Too many of them. I wasn't thinking energy. Oh, XLE right there. There it is. XLE. See, not even that's looking very strong. The VLO is the pick. I think I was thinking of XOP. That one's not looking very strong either. So VLO is the strong one out of the sector right now. CALT. Pharmaceutical falls in the same category as biotechs. Be careful on that. Drug approvals, denials, just create untradeable stuff. Oh, MPC also. Look at this. MPC, though, it's right up at the extension. Be careful. That can retrace. So VLO has the opportunity, but MPC right up there also. Hey, good morning, Wrongimer. Congratulations on your promotion. TMV looks like it's going higher. If I'm honest about it. 42 resistance on the upside. CRWD looks like it may break out, and 183 on the upside. So even though we have the market looking like complete garbage, some of these are still strong. Marvel probably coming down to fill that gap. Probably got to come down. AVGO. Nice drop. I was expecting a retrace back down to the roadmap line. Watch out for it. TRNS. Ouch. Fat drop right there. My data seems to be running a little slow. Right back to the roadmap line would be my expectation on TRNS. FNGU looks like back to the roadmap line and may extend lower. It's kind of wrecking the head and shoulders there at this point. Not looking super great. Be cautious. We get below the head. We get below this head price. And it's not doing that anymore. NVIDIA. Retracing, but targets the roadmap line. ADBE. Back to the roadmap line. Wouldn't surprise me. Not one bit. And we do have resistance up here at 675. 475. 675. So resistance up there. SOXX. Right back to the roadmap line. Can we find support there? That's a good question. Good question indeed. Could push a little lower. This is where this first move down and the next move down echo right down in here. Now, obviously, I didn't get them put exactly perfectly in the right spot there, but right down in that zone, maybe where we push down to. SMCI, watch out. Roadmap line is not far now. Not far away. Be back to the lows we saw in June. MDB, not far away. VMW, got a ways to go down to the roadmap line. Top, double top, could retrace back to the roadmap line. Tesla getting hit a little bit. We may see this one. That move up's kind of stalled out right in the resistance zone. If we get below this gap fill right here, that's kind of our line in the sand. We get below that, probably come back to the roadmap line right here, and we could do that into, it could take us into earnings even. Meta looks like it wants to go for the roadmap line. Oh, already had an arrow there. MSTR, back, false start, penalty, back to the roadmap line, back to the lows. Bitcoin, if it goes lower, this thing probably going to extend on down a little bit. Has the support zone right there, the double support zone, and we may come back to those prior highs. QQQ getting hit a little bit, probably going to make its way down to the roadmap line. 1, 2, 3, right there. That would be perfect. Perfect, perfect. Right there. Echo of that first drop. Right there around 350, 348. FDS. Wow, nice strong. It was down pre-market, but now going to try to break out. Resistance right there, 442 area. And that's just a big choppy sideways mess. I wouldn't chase it with your money. Can you make money? Sure. Is it worth it? There's other opportunities. Cat probably coming back to the roadmap line after that hit on my target area. I drew that target back in November. That green box was from back in November. We finally hit it after a deep retrace. And that's it for now. That's all I expected. Snow, probably going to break on down. I was kind of expecting an extension lower. That supports that, where it stopped right there, supports that. If we get below this low right here, kind of confirms that we're going down to about 100. About 100. CRM probably come back to the roadmap line again. May extend on down a little bit. Do an echo of the first move. Could take us right down in this area on CRM. All right. That's the list. Bias for the day. Unfortunately, going to remain bearish for a hit of the roadmap line for the next, until we get there. You know, we could go fast. It could go faster than my timeline. I'm thinking through October, but we could get there fast and make the bottom and retrace. So, further updates. You know, I'll be on it all day. This is what I do for a living. This is why you love me. So make sure you're subscribed. Get updates. Make sure you, if you need to chat with me, the link is in the description. You join Discord. It's like $5. You get in there. You authorize you verify yourself, and then you can chat with me. So be a subscriber. I'll be back live again tomorrow morning. Same bat channel, same bat time, 9:15. Come watch me for the Morning Monster. We'll go through what's moving tomorrow, and if anything changes. Otherwise, have a great day, everybody. The account you save may be your own. Remember, it's not being wrong that costs you the money. It's staying wrong. If you were wrong, on the move. No, get out. You know, if you were bullish, get out. Wait for it to come down. All right. Reevaluate. Know when you're wrong. All right.